Hey guys, back from Mexico. It was a good time. I read a lot when I was down there, so I got a lot of books out of the way that I've been wanting to read, but I'm going to just review one of those today, and I'm really excited to review it because I didn't like it. And it's very rare that I read a book I don't like because I do a lot of research on the books I like, and I do read reviews and recommendations before I buy them, and I thought this one was going to be okay, but I didn't like it at all, actually. It was almost like torture to get through, but it was so bad I kept going because I like bookmarked pages. I was like, what? Bookmark? That was horrible. Anyway, the book I'm going to talk about is Tantalize. It's by Cynthia Leitich Smith. Yeah. Tantalize it's just a one book, it's not a series. It's about this girl named Quincy Morris who lives in Texas. Her parents have just died. Classic story. Her best friend is a were person, I guess you would call them. Shifter, were shifter, I don't know what. She never explains that really. And she's opening a restaurant. It's going to be an Italian vampire themed restaurant. And the process is her cook just gets murdered and she's trying to find a new cook, and she gets this new mysterious cook that comes in named Henry Johnson, aka Bradley Johnson, because she changes his name for some reason. I don't know. The book doesn't really make sense. The plot is kind of everywhere and it's boring, to be completely honest. It's all about the opening of the restaurant, which is okay in retrospect, but there's just, the characters have no depth. They're absolutely boring. Quincy Morris is like the most boring character ever. She is the main character, and we don't get a description on what she looks like, which is just frustrating. Oh yeah, you don't get a description of what she looks like until page 186, and all we learn about her is that she has put on alabaster base and powder that covers her freckles. So she has freckles. I mean, you could sort of look at the cover to see what she looks like, but there's no description in the book of what she looks like. So you're imagining this main character and you're just sort of like pretending that she looks like a person. I don't know. No one else gets a description. The only person that really gets a good description of what they look like is like a really not main character. It's just dumb, and really you only get to like hear about what she's wearing, not anything about her, which is stupid. In this book, I think supernatural people like werewolves and vampires and stuff are out in the open. It's never explicitly stated. You sort of have to guess. It says that, you know, were people, and were people means like werewolves, were armadillos, were cats. You can just turn into a cat, or a armadillo. It's like a shifter, I guess. And I think it's widely known that these things are out in the open, as well as vampires, but again, never explicitly stated, but mentioned about, like, oh, but it was on the news that a were attack. But like, you never learn how that came about, what it means, the history of these people, nothing. So that sucked. The writing wasn't very good either. If you missed like a sentence or like a word in a sentence, you were just confused. You'd have to go back and reread this paragraph and like make sure you understood what the hell just happened. There's no like transitions really. One of my least favorite parts is when she finds out, Quincy finds out someone's been murdered, and it's someone she knows, and it is just weird because she doesn't really mention it. Like, she just is like, oh, they died. She has like no feelings at all about anything, and I'm not even, in her best friend who's like the werewolf person, we only really talk to a few times, and there's no like depth in their relationship. Apparently Quincy like loves him, and you know, they've been best friends since they were like babies, and it's like a huge deal. They're like really good friends, and I could never understand that they were best friends because there was no mention that their relationship was so like intense, other than just saying we have a close relationship. I need to like feel that there's a close relationship and like be explained through like anecdotes and stuff that there's a relationship there, and there wasn't ever. And like, she kind of makes this sacrifice in the end, and it's hard to understand why she even makes it because you don't know anything about her and this guy and this new cook, and stupid. It was just a stupid book. It was stupid to get through, and it doesn't even really get interesting, and by interesting I mean a little bit okay, until like page 232, and there's only 300 pages in the book. So the last 70 pages, it's like finally something happens and you're like, oh, weird. And then once again, the writing goes back to just being bland. Just really bad. Don't read this book. I don't recommend it at all. I mean, I heard some okay things about it. I heard okay things. I never heard that it was great, but I was like, oh, I'm looking for a new book. It looks short, it looks fun. I'll take it on vacation with me. It was only like $3 or something, but I would like my $3 back. Yeah, the plot's boring, the writing's boring, the characters are ultra boring. Horrible book. Don't read it. You should agree or disagree with me in the comments if you've read it. I hope you guys all had a good Halloween. My birthday is Monday. I'm gonna be 21, so happy birthday comments, please. I like those. They're very nice. See ya. Bye.